Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So in the last class, that was the first class of this chapter, gravitation and gravity, and we studied about Newton's law of gravitation, and also we got to know about the three laws of Kepler, right? So out of these three laws, the third law says that the square of the time period will be proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis, right? T square is proportional to a cube. This is what we got to know. Now, T square is proportional to a cube. So I just wrote this line and couldn't get the time to explain it, right? So let me explain it a little bit before I start the deduction of Kepler's law from Newton's law of gravitation. Okay. So we know that we have to introduce a constant in order to put an equal sign, and t square divided by a cube will be equal to that constant. That means the ratio of the square of the time period and a cube of the semi-major axis, the ratio of them will always be a constant. So if I take the corresponding values, okay, for T1, A1, for A1 it is T1, then for A2 it is T2. So if we take the ratio of the corresponding value of the time period and the semi-major axis, then it is always going to remain a constant. Okay, it will always be a constant. Okay, so this is another equation that we might use in solving numerical problems. Okay, so now we are going to actually deduce this Kepler's law from Newton's law of gravitation. How we can do that? Let us see. We know that for this deduction, we are actually considering the path, the orbit is circular. Okay, even though in the last class we got to know that the path is not actually circular, rather it is elliptical, right? But for now, let us consider for this deduction, we can consider that the path is circular. Okay, so here is Earth and this is Sun. Okay, or maybe any other planet. Okay, Acha. The radius of this circle, let us consider to be R. Okay, now we know that as the planets are in circular motion, whenever a body is in circular motion, a centrifugal force is generated. Right or wrong? A centrifugal force
Yes.
is generated, and that force we can find out through this expression mv square by r. So this centrifugal force will try to throw the planet out of its orbit, right? Now if we want the planet to stay in its orbit, then what we have to do, we have to produce another force in the opposite direction that will balance the centrifugal force and keep the object in the orbit, right? Now, this attraction force is the force of gravitation, right? Can I say that this is the force of gravitation? I can say it because sun is an object in the universe, and planet, that is also another object in the universe, and the attraction force between them, this is definitely an attraction force. The sun is attracting it. So the attraction force between two objects is known as gravitation. We've got to know that how we can calculate the force of gravitation from Newton's law of gravitation. We got to know that, right? So that was Fg. Let us say Fg, it is equal to G uh, mm by r square. This is what we got to know, right? Now here, let us consider the mass of the sun as capital M, and M is the mass of the planet, okay? Achha. Now, we know that if I want to keep it in the orbit, then these forces must be balancing each other, right? This F and Fg, they must balance each other. So for that, we can write F is equal to Fg. So from here, what we can write? We can write mv square by r is equal to g mm by r square. Okay, so primarily what we can eliminate m, right? So it will become v square by r is equal to gm. Oh, r also we can eliminate, right? Hmm? একটা আর দিয়ে এখানে একটা আর কেটে দিলে সো একটা আর থেকে যাবে। So we can write v square is equal to gm by r. Okay, now let us try to find another expression for v. Okay, now we know that velocity, v is velocity, right? Velocity is distance divided by time. So for time period, if I consider the time to be the time period, what does that tell you? The time required to complete one rotation, right? That is time period. So within this time period, what is the distance that is covered by the body? That is equal to the circumference of the orbit, right or wrong? If the body starts from here and completes a full rotation and comes back here, so the distance that it has covered, that is equal to the circumference of the circle, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what will be the circumference of this circle? Can anybody tell me if the radius is r?
2 pi r.
2 pi r. The circumference is 2 pi r. Okay. So now what we can do, we can replace the value of this v in this equation. So if I put it back, then what will happen? 2 pi r by t whole square will be equal to gm by r, right? Okay, then if I take the whole square, 4 pi square r square divided by t square will be equal to gm divided by r. Okay, so now let us cross multiply. So t square into gm, t square into gm will be equal to 4 pi square r cube. So t square will be equal to 4 pi square divided by gm. Gm, if I change the side, it will be divided into r cube. Now, if you notice, this part is what? Can anybody tell me? This part is constant or variable?
Constant.
Constant.
So this part is constant. So if I take it out, then I can write t square is proportional to r cube, right? That is the Kepler's law, third law. We are actually proving the third law because only this contains some mathematics, right? Some equation. So this r is actually representing the semi-major axis here for ellipse. For ellipse, we know that there is semi-major axis. Okay, you will get to know more about this semi-major axis when you actually study the conic chapter in grade 12, inshallah. Okay, so up to this line, anybody have any doubt in the full proof?
No.
No.
Okay. Achha. Then our next topic is gravity and acceleration due to gravity. Okay, do we need to discuss about it anymore? I want to hear it from you. Okay, Saiful, can you tell me what is gravity? Saiful?
Yes, sir.
What is gravity?
So gravity is attraction from Earth, I guess. I mean,
Attraction force, okay. Between?
Earth and any object.
Earth and any other object, right? Okay, if it is any two object in the universe, then it is gravitation. If one of them is Earth, then gravity. Okay, good. Morshed is there? Morshed? No. Okay, Shiham, can you tell me what is acceleration due to gravity? Explain in
The
your own.
gravity works with the force which works with the gravity on a free falling body. That
Yes,
is the
the
acceleration
force
due to
is known as
gravity.
gravity, but what is acceleration due to gravity?
The force gets double every seconds due to gravity.
The force. No, the force doesn't get doubled.
I mean the
Velocity
acceleration.
gets
Sorry.
double.
Velocity.
The velocity
Acceleration is
doubled
constant
as
due
the time is doubled.
and velocity gets double.
Acha, okay. Lamia, can you explain in your own words?
Acceleration due to gravity.
Hmm.
The force through the accelerate কি বলবো যেটা দিয়ে আর্থ একটা অবজেক্টকে অ্যাট্রাক্ট করে।
সেটা তো ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা, শোনো। We know that whenever there is a force applied, there is acceleration. We all agree upon this, right? Whenever there is a force, there is an acceleration. Now we are saying that if I leave an object, okay, it will fall down. Why it is falling down? Because earth is attracting it, which is known as gravity. The force that is exerted by the earth on this object is known as gravity. Due to gravity, the body is moving. So as one force is acting on it, which is gravity, okay, some acceleration will be there, because we all said that whenever there is some force applied, there is an acceleration. There is a velocity change and there is acceleration. Actually, that is not 100% true, because sometimes even though we apply some force, if I do not cause some displacement, then there is no actually acceleration. So let us say that there is some displacement, okay? So for such cases, what will happen? Whenever you will apply some force, there will be some acceleration. So now the force is gravity. Due to gravity force, the acceleration that is created within a body, that is called acceleration due to gravity. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the value of this
এক্সপ্লেনেশনটা বলেন।
explanation টা আবার একটু বলি। Okay. We know that whenever a force is applied on a body, there will be some acceleration. Now in
Yes.
this case, the force is gravity. So we are saying due to gravity, the acceleration that will be created is acceleration due to gravity. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now the unit and the dimension will all be the same as acceleration, okay? And then we actually derive an equation for this acceleration due to gravity, that is g, okay? Let us see how it is. Okay. We know that the force of gravitation, okay, that is g mm by r square, okay? And our weight is mg. The m is the mass of earth, and earth is attracting the another body of mass small m, okay? Now that body will have a weight of mg. Why I represented by f? Because weight is also a force, the force that is exerted by earth on us. So you see, this is also the force that is exerted by earth on us, and this is also the force exerted by the earth on us. Both of them are the same force actually, but the representation is a little bit different. So as both of them are the same force, they will be equal to each other, right? Mg equal to, it will be g mm by r square. From both sides you cancel mm, so g will be equal to gm by r square. So you can see that if I put the values of these three quantities over here, I will be getting the value of g. Now in this expression, the mass of the body is absent, right? That means even though you change the body, let us say previously you were dealing with 5 kg mass, now you are dealing with 10 kg mass, that will not be affecting the value of g, right or wrong?
Yes.
Because we are not putting the value of small m over here. So even though the value of a small m changes, it will not be affecting the value of g. That is why it is said আজান দিচ্ছে। আচ্ছা, so for 2 marks sometimes this question is asked, the acceleration due to gravity is mass independent but place dependent, explain. So why it is mass independent? We already understood that because the mass of the body is not present in the equation of g. Okay, so it will be mass independent, it will not depend on the mass. Okay, but it is place dependent, it depends on where you are measuring or calculating g. Okay, why it is place dependent? Okay, so that explanation actually we will learn through our next topic, that is variation of acceleration due to gravity. We actually till now have considered that the acceleration due to gravity is a constant value 9.8, but to be honest the value actually varies from 9.78 to 9.83. So we have taken an average value for that 9.81 and we use it to solve numerical problems. Okay, now why it varies, why it depends on the place. Okay, let us try to understand. We know that earth is not a perfect circle, rather it is nice
Oval shape.
hmm?
Oval shape মনে হয়।
মানে ওকে প্যাটের দিকে একটু মোটা, ইকুয়েটোরিয়াল রিজিয়ন যেটাকে বলি আমরা, মানে একটা সার্কেলকে যদি আমরা উপরে নিচে দিকে চাপ দিই তাহলে মাঝখানের দিকটা একটু ইয়া হয়ে যাবে না, বিষয়টা অনেকটা ওইরকম। তো দেখা যায় কি, এই যে আর্থের যে রেডিয়াস, সেন্টার থেকে যে রেডিয়াস, এটা ইকুয়েটোরিয়াল রিজিয়নে সবচেয়ে বেশি আর ম্যাক্সিমাম, এন্ড এটা যতই আমরা ওই যে পোলার রিজিয়নের দিকে যাইতে থাকি এটা ততই কমতে থাকে। এটা কি তোমাদেরকে আগেও শিখেছি মনে হয় না, নাকি অন্য ক্লাসে করালে?
হ্যাঁ, লাস্ট লেসনে আরেকবার বলছিলেন।
ও আচ্ছা, তো তাইলে যেহেতু এখানে আর ম্যাক্সিমাম, আমরা দেখতে পাই জি এর ভ্যালু দেখো gm বাই আর স্কয়ার। তো রেডিয়াস যেখানে ম্যাক্সিমাম হবে, রেডিয়াসের সাথে জি এর রিলেশনটা হচ্ছে ইনভার্স, অপোজিট, তাই? তো এখানে যেখানে ইকুয়েটোরিয়াল রিজিয়নে হচ্ছে কি, ইকুয়েটোরিয়াল রিজনে আর হচ্ছে ম্যাক্সিমাম, এই কারণে জি এর ভ্যালু মিনিমাম, এবং ওই ভ্যালুটা হচ্ছে 9.78 something. Okay, but as we move to the polar region you can see that the radius decreases. So in the polar region, polar means it is north pole and this is south pole, in both the case the radius decreases. So in the polar region it is r is minimum, so g will automatically be maximum and that value is 9.83. Okay, এর পরে maybe আরো কিছু আছে, I don't know the value, you can check on internet. So now it is, you understand that it will be difficult for us to use the value of the exact value of g for the place wherever we are standing. So if we have to do that before doing any calculation you have to actually check what is the value of g at the place where you are standing, then it will be much more troublesome, right? So whenever you change the place you have to calculate the value of g again and then put it into equation, so that will be troublesome. That is why we considered an average value of this g. Oh sorry, it will not be capital G, it will be small g, because capital G represents gravitational constant, this is acceleration due to gravity. So the value of g that is taken as constant, that is 9.81 meter per second square. Okay, now there are several other reasons for the variation of this acceleration due to gravity. The first one we have already discussed, that is due to earth's shape. Okay, due to the shape of the earth, it is not a perfect circle, perfect sphere. Okay, that is why it changes. The explanation is written in your book in 351 and 352 page. Okay, 351 and 352 page. Kindly go through this explanation. Then we will take a look at the next reason why the value of g varies. At a place higher than Earth's surface, that means if I go to some mountain, okay, so I am at a certain height from the ground, right? Did I discuss this one also? I don't know why I feel I discussed. Did I discuss?
সেম এমন গ্রেড 10 এ ছিল 10 এ
আচ্ছা গ্রেড 10 এ ছিল, জানি না তাহলে ঠিক এক্স্যাক্টলি মনে পড়তেছে না। এই কয়েকদিন আগেই এটা কাকে যেন পড়াইছি, আসলে 9 10 11 সব একসাথে ক্লাস নেই, এই কারণে মনে থাকে না। আচ্ছা ওকে, let us see the calculation, how the calculation is going to be. Okay, if the object is kept on earth, then from the center of earth it is at a distance that is equal to the radius of earth, right? So for that we actually write g is equal to gm by r square. Okay, as earth's radius is a big quantity, huh? Temperature কমে গেছে। Okay, so that is earth radius is a large distance, right? So that is why we represent it by capital R. Acha. Now let us say we have taken the object to a certain height, that is h. The object is here now. Can you tell me what is the distance from the center?
R plus H.
R plus h. Why? Because whenever we are going to some certain height from the ground, that will be added with the radius of the earth, right? So we can write gm by r plus h whole square. That will be the new value of g. Okay, this is the value of g on the ground level, and this is the value of g on the mountain, or let us say at some certain height. If we consider that there is a mountain here and we went up to the mountain and h is the height of that mountain, then this will be the new value of g. We have represented by g prime. Now let us try to find out a relationship between them. Okay, let us try to develop an equation which relates these two. Okay, how we can do that? Let us consider this one is equation 1, this one is equation 2. So equation 2 divided by equation 1, that will give us g prime divided by g will be equal to g prime is gm by r plus h whole square, and here it will be gm by r square, right? If we put the values, then gm by r plus h whole square into the bottom fraction will be inverted, so it will be r square divided by gm. So gm and gm we can cancel, so the equation actually become r by r plus h whole square. As both of them have whole square, so I can just write it like this. So this is equal to g prime by g. So if I want, I can cross multiply this g to that side, right? So this equation will become g prime will be like this. So I have developed a relationship between the value of g on the ground and the value of g at some certain height from the ground. And you can see that both of them are not equal, right? They will not be equal because the equations are different. So this is another reason that the value of g varies. Okay, it is place dependent. It depends where you are. Did you understand or not?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Then moving further, let us try to simplify this equation more. R is there. If I take R common, then this will become 1 plus h by r. Do you understand it?
Yes.
I have taken r common. So here 1 will be left and there is no r. So to balance this r, we have to multiply an r. So that when we multiply it back, r into 1 will be r. R into h by r. R and r will get cancelled and it will become h again. So I have balanced it, right? So here you can see that r and r get cancelled and it becomes 1 divided by 1 plus h by r whole square into g. Okay, so this is another expression which we can use to solve numerical problems. Okay, G is known, H is known, R is known. So we can just put the values over here and we will get the value of R. Okay. Now we understand that this H, that is height from the ground, is much smaller. Not only smaller, but much smaller than the radius of Earth, right? The radius of Earth is known to be as 6400 kilometer, 6,400 kilometer. That is a very large distance, right? So the height of the mountain, it might be 500 meter or 1 kilometer, something like that. So 1 kilometer or 500 meter, these distance are very less if you compare it with 6,400 kilometer. Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay. So now the thing is, this is actually a binomial expression, right? If you remember in grade 10, we actually
Yeah.
studied that this is binomial expression. So we can expand it using the binomial theorem, right? So if we expand it using the binomial theorem, we know that the first term is going to be 1, and after that several terms are going to be there. But what you will notice, I'm not showing the detailed calculation over here. As you are going forward, what will happen? The terms will become smaller and smaller. Why it will become smaller and smaller? Let me give you an example. Like in this one, there will be h by r to the power 1. The second one to the power 1, right? So in the next one, there will be some other values, but it will be h by r to the power 2. So h by r to the power 3, something like that. Now, think about this. H by r, this quantity is actually very less quantity. Okay, and it will be less than 1. So whenever you take a square of a value that is less than 1, it becomes smaller. Normal sense says that whenever we take a square of something, the value is supposed to be getting bigger. But whenever the amount is less than 1, you take a square of it, you will see the amount has gotten smaller. For example, I can tell you 0.5. Okay, that is actually 1 by 2, right? But if you take a square of it, 0.5 square, you will see that it has become, okay, 0.25, which is 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 and 1 by 4, definitely 1 by 4 is smaller. So when you took a square of it, it got smaller. So if you take cube of it, it will get more smaller. If you take to the power 4 of it, it will get more and more smaller, right? So as we move forward, we can see that the future terms that are about to come are very small and negligible. Okay, they are insignificant. It doesn't actually matter if you add them up. It is like adding 1 bucket of water to the sea, okay, which actually doesn't bring of any difference. So that is why, okay, we can consider if you expand it, okay, I'm not showing the expansion over here, but if you expand it right at home, you will find that we can actually replace this by this. 1 plus 2h plus, it will be minus 2h by r into g. Okay, try to do this at home and check whether it comes or not. Okay. Acha, anyway, our time is up. So kindly go through page number starting from 350 up to 355. Okay, kindly go through. Oh, sorry, 1056. This is your homework. Okay, kindly go through the other reasons for which actually the value of g varies. And inshallah, if you have any doubt, we will talk about this in the following class. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Before I end the class, anybody wants to ask any question? And yes, try to do this also, okay? Expand this and see if you get this or not. Okay? You will not answer, then I will not finish the class. Did you
So
understand?
no question.
No doubt.
তো আমি জিজ্ঞেস করলাম ওকে কিনা, তো তোমরা ওকে বলতে হবে যে yes sir we understood or yeah no sir we didn't understand, কিছু একটা তো বলতে হবে. You people just remain silent, which is not good at all.
তা অন্য কেউ যদি কিছু বলে আগে আগে বলে ফেলবো না